That's what we're talking about. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signed a new deal at Old Trafford. You can have your say on Drive with me, Andy Goldstein, and Darren Goff.
When it comes down to contracts, Andy, in football especially, what do they actually mean?
I think they mean you can't be nicked as a manager to go to other clubs. That's probably it, isn't it? Because
that's not going to happen, I don't think.
Not with him.
No.
But
that's what I'm saying. A manager's
I think stability. I think it sends out a message. But you're right. David Moyes signed for United for about a 15-year deal, didn't he?
7 years, wasn't it?
Ridiculous.
Pardew, 7 years at Newcastle.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, it counts for that. It's meant to show stability.
Yeah. It's a thing. I think with footballers, it can mean a lot because it does mean if they are very good.
That's right. They want to be poached.
The fee stays high, right? So a lot of clubs end up giving players a new contract, an extra 2 before they've still got 2 left, purely because they don't want to lose them in the last year of the contract. And that's what's happening with Pogba now at Manchester United. What has he got? A year left, hasn't he? He can talk to the clubs in January.
He can go for free at the end of the season, yeah.
He's going to do, isn't he?
I think so.
He'd probably play this season and then that'll be it. Job done. Unless somebody pays a decent whack to take him now.
Well, you're getting quite cheap now. I'm guessing.
What do you reckon Manchester United would sell him for, mate?
45. Is that quite cheap? I don't think they'd sell him because it's not worth it to them. I think they'd rather lose.
Even if he goes abroad. If he goes to PSG,
I think they'd rather have him than take £45 million for this season. I think he's worth more than £45 million to United in the Premier League this season, don't you? I don't think you get more.
Nothing at the end of it, or 45 million now.
Yeah, but then if you get nothing, if you get rid of him now, you've got to replace him.
Yeah, but they could replace him with someone they can give a 5-year contract who could be there for the next 10 years.
You can put a big name in. So I'm always stunned when any player, I mean, Arsenal, of course, have done it for donkey's years, but I'm always stunned when a player's contract's allowed to
Well, it's what they paid, isn't it? I mean...
But you've got to have a rule. You get down to 2 years, sign this, or you go now.
Yeah,
it's got to be that.
Well, it's like
no
Wijnaldum
sentiment.
at Liverpool. He had a little moan, didn't he, the other day about his. Well, they didn't offer him the same money as he'd been on, and players are going to be on it. Jordan Henderson, I think he's going for a similar thing, isn't it? Where he wants a similar contract to probably what he's got, and they're looking at his age and thinking, "I'm not so sure you're worth that anymore. We'll still want you, but here you go." And then negotiations start, and they tend to take ages, don't they, for any contract to get over the line.
Yeah, and then the problem is you offer them too much money, like we saw with David De Gea, 375 a week.
And then you've got them.
Let's go to the phone line, shall we? 08717 2233 Rob is a Manchester United fan. Good afternoon, Rob. How are you?
Hi, mate. Yeah, good, thanks.
Go on then. All things United.
Yeah, no, I think it's great news Solskjaer staying on. Any United fan who doesn't want Solskjaer doesn't understand United and the history and the way it works. No top manager, or name manager now, would suit United. I wouldn't want to see Zidane there. I don't want to see an Allegri, Pochettino. He lost the Tin Pot League in France with the best team in France. Should have won the league at Spurs.
Conte?
No. I just don't think they don't get United, and anyone who knows United knows that Solskjaer, he understands the club. It's a totally different. It's not like a City or a Spurs or a Chelsea where you bring in your top names to, and then they go after a couple of years. He's building a good team there. Last season we weren't that far away from. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't think we lost as many games as City. We just drew a load of games, turned 50% of those draws into wins, and I think he wins the league.
Well, about if City turn around not losing as many games next season, because it was a strange year for Guardiola. Got off to a bad start, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
So what about if they win more games?
But I think United will win more games this year. I mean, their team, he's got in the directors, to be fair to the owners at United, they backed him. He's made some really good signings like, Fernandes, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Cavani, Sancho, excited to see him, if we get Varane. I think on paper, that squad is better than most squads in the Premier League. I'd say it's better than Liverpool's, in terms of depth. And, technically inept. Klopp, we all think Klopp is probably one of the best managers in the world. People forget he lost 5 finals in a row before he won that Champions League with Liverpool. I don't think Ollie will lose 5 finals if he gets to 5 finals. Yeah. I think the next one he's winning, he's learning.
Rob, just quickly, do you think if Varane comes in with Maguire, Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, United have got the best back four in the Premier League?
On paper, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
On
Rob,
paper.
Thanks for your call. Let's go to Matthew, also United fan. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Darren. Hello, Andy.
How are you?
Hi, mate.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, Solskjaer, brilliant. I think it's brilliant news for United fans. I think it's exciting times, to be honest, with getting Sancho through the door, looking like maybe Varane's going to come. And yeah, I agree with what Rob was saying there. I think arguably we'll have the best defence on paper. Me personally would have Dean Henderson over De Gea. I think it's time to let De Gea go because obviously his wages are...
Well, that's the problem. You've got to find a club that's prepared to pay him that money to let him go.
Oh, he ain't going to get one, is it?
No
way.
No.
That's got to be the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
And,
Matt, going back to the managers, so United have had the big managers. It's not worked, has it?
no, so we brought it... David Moyes, that was a bit of a fiasco, but we brought in Van Gaal. Yeah, he won the FA Cup, but it was boring.
Awful football.
It was boring football,
Yeah.
and it was awful. We brought in Mourinho, arguably one of the greatest managers Premier League's seen, arguably. Yeah, he won some trophies, but was he proper backed in that second season? I don't think he was. You could just see he just fell out of love.
Okay.
He wasn't back, was he? And that was the biggest issue there. And once you don't back him, he reverts to type Mourinho. I think from chatting to people who have played under him, I think one thing they say about Mourinho, he is brilliant. When he comes in, the energy he brings, his training.
Oh, I don't know if he is anymore.
No. Listen to it. Listen to what I'm going to say though, yeah. Because I think what they say is, but once it starts not to go his way, he's been burnt by football over the years.
Yeah, toys go out the pram.
Yeah. He's been burnt. And some of the people that work in it and at football clubs just get on his nerves very, very quickly, and then it just goes all downhill. But when he first goes in, it's there. The light's lit.
Yeah,
and
of course.
you see the real Mourinho. And
I don't
everybody
know if you see
loves
the real
him.
one.
Oh,
I don't know
everybody
what the
loves
real
him.
one is.
But then he's been in football that long and been burnt that many times. And what I mean by burnt, though, there, because he's also been kissed, you know what I mean? Because he's... Look at the
What do you
money.
mean kissed?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Kissed on the forehead. Because look how much money he's made out of getting sacked from
see.
football clubs. So, but he gets to a situation...
Kissed on the forehead, what does that mean?
It gets to a situation where he actually is being hurt by everybody that's in football around him, and he reverts to type very quickly, and it goes to pot very quickly.
He does indeed. Keep your calls coming in. United fans, football fans, 08717 22 3344. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT with WeBuyAnyCar.com. Join over 2 million happy customers by entering your reg number now.